Impala LT with the 3.6 V6 engine. Don't really see a lot of videos out there. The ones that do show them, they're taking the motor mounts off to get the serpentine belt off. They're taking the wheel off. They're taking the wheel well out just to get to the daggone side panel to where they take the alternator from down bottom. That's a lot of work. I even see some people remove the fans, the shroud, and all of this other things. And I'm like, bro, that is way too much. So as you see, it's out. The front wheel is still on. No, I didn't put it back together. That is the old alternator right there. I got it out. I can get it back in. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. Now, I got to figure out a way to like prop this thing up. So bear with me for a second while I try to find a spot to prop it up so you guys can actually see that I got this thing in there. Right, let's just see if it'll stay right here. The exact way I'm putting it in is the exact way I took it out. So I'm not doing anything differently. I'm just simply putting it back the way that I found it. This harness right here is a little tricky to get around, but look at that. It slides right in there, man. It slides right in there. And like I said, once you get past this hump right here, this wire harness, and scoop this hose over, which the hose is flexible, it's a rubber hose. Once you get that in there, it just literally falls down into place, man. It literally falls down into place. And then you got some room. It's a rubber hose. Just move it out the way, slide it over, and boom, I'm right back where I took it out at, man. Look, lines right up just like that. So give me a few minutes, man. I'm gonna bolt this thing up. As you've seen, I put this thing in here without having to remove the wheel well, the wheel, the shroud, the E-fans, none of that. I did none of that. Also, I just have I usually use my 1/2-inch ratchet, the tensioner to loosen up the belt, which people usually just pull off the daggone idler pulley, and then they're fighting the belt to put it back on because they say you can't reach the idler, the tensioner. Well, I have a 1/2-inch breaker bar on there. This isn't even a ratchet. I don't even have the room to really ratchet this thing. I mean, to really move that thing anywhere to make it work. I have a regular 1/2-inch breaker bar on there. It'd have been easier if I had my 1/2-inch ratchet, because then I could angle it at a different angle to actually get it. But that's just a regular 1/2-inch breaker bar, and it's on the tensioner right now. As you see, it's a little hard to get to, but if I got it in there, anybody can do it, man. And this is just simple tools, a couple wrenches, some sockets, some ratchets, extensions, a pair of pliers, man. This can be done in your driveway. I'm only about maybe 30 minutes, 35 minutes into this. I already have the old one out. The new one isn't all the way in, but it's literally 3 bolts. You put those 2 bolts back in, these 2 bolts right here, and then there's 1 bolt that the idler pulley screws into, because that's also a bolt that holds the alternator on there, and boom, you're done. You put the belt back on and you're back on the road, man. Of course, the plug for the voltage regulator, and then the bolt that holds the actual power from the battery, and that's it, man. That's freaking it. I'm tired of seeing those weird videos, man, and it's only a few of them out there that actually show you how to do this. So I'm telling you, I'm showing you, you just seen it with your own eyes. You can get this alternator inside of an Impala 3.6 without having to remove all that crap. So I'll be back once I put all this stuff back together. All right, guys, as you see, it is in there. It is back together. No, I didn't have to remove the serpentine belt all the way. I literally just popped it off, removed it from the alternator and the idler pulley right here, and it kind of just sat like out the way on its own. So you don't have to take the whole thing off. It won't come off the water pump because the water pump's right up underneath this motor mount, and I don't know if you can see it, but the belt is literally sitting right there. Yeah, it's too dark in there. It sits right in there though, and the motor mount is just way too close to the water pump to where the belt won't even come off. So the water pump belt, the belt won't come off of the water pump. The only one you really have to worry about is the crankshaft pulley, or the harmonic balancer, which is right there. If it comes off that, You kind of got space. I mean, if you got small arms, you could go back there, but that sensor's right there, so I wouldn't do that. You would probably have enough space if you move your bar or whatever you use for the tensioner. You could probably fit your hand back there to get to it, or you may have to go down bottom to get the pulley, to get the belt to go back around that pulley. But I just did it. I didn't have to remove the belt off of the harmonic balancer. It literally came off of the AC compressor right here, just a little tab, but I was able to reach down and slip it back onto the pulley for the AC condenser right there where my middle finger is. That's the AC compressor. I literally was able to put my hand down there and just slide it back on. It only came off a hair. So once I got it back on, I pulled the tensioner down, or pushed the tensioner down. I got it back onto the idler pulley and slipped it back on the alternator, and it's back on there. The alternator is done, man. I would say about an hour max. Inexperienced, maybe 2 if you don't know, or if you're mechanically inclined. For me, it literally just took me like barely even an hour. I would say like 50 minutes max, as long as you know what you're doing. And even if you don't and you're mechanically inclined, like I just said, it's not hard. I thought it was. I always put myself to the test, man, but this actually was not that bad as I thought it was going to be. Just take your time, do it one bolt at a time, and it can be done. As you see, it is done. And this video is only 8 minutes long, so just imagine how quick it really took me to do this. Because if it was a long video, you would see this video would be like 15-20 minutes, like all my other videos where I break down details of how everything goes together and comes apart. Old one, new one, it's together. I just have my breaker bar still sitting in the idler, in the tensioner. I just took it out, boom, everything's together, everything's good to go. Belts and everything is, alternator's bolted down. I'm gonna put my air box back in, and I'm gonna give it a jump, see what happens. Be right back. And just like that, it's running again. Everything's together. Pulleys are good. No rubbing, no sounds, no crazy stuff going on. It's running good. I already jumped it. It's running now. Good to go. Before, when they tried to jump it, it would start. The moment they unconnect the jumper cables, it would cut right back off. Everything's good to go now, so it can be done without removing the, things good. It can be done without removing all that stuff now. As you see, it's back up and running good. Things good to go, man. No complaints over here. So I hope that helped anybody that's looking to do their alternator or has to do their alternator on their 2016 or 2019, whatever. I believe it's all the same. They use the same 3.6 on most of all those years anyway, so it can be done without removing all that stuff, man, as y'all seen in that video. I know I said it multiple times. I'm just trying to get y'all to understand. It's not as difficult as everybody's making it out to be. So hope this video helped somebody out. Catch you guys on the flip side.